Good morning, and welcome to the First Unitarian Church. We are so excited to have you all here in person and online for our annual Christmas pageant. Before we begin today, I do have a few announcements and thank yous. First, I'd like to thank our junior singers for being here today, as well. I know. Y'all don't even know. There are 10 music spots today. So if last week wasn't enough music, today really should be. And I'd like to also thank Alvin and Nick for here to play the flute and the tuba that we heard played so beautifully. Also, Rosie Lander is helping me narrate today's play. Rosie! Okay, on to announcements. It is Christmas, so there is a lot of things happening, folks. First, this Wednesday, we have our winter solstice celebration. It starts around 6:30. This is open house style like last year. You'll be around different stations. Now, it is outside, unless the weather is truly dreadful. And so plan to dress accordingly, bundle up. It'll be fun. We have fire, we'll have drumming. Should be a great night. Then, Christmas Eve. So, Christmas Eve, we have our candlelight services. Check our Eventbrite pages to get your tickets. I know Elliott Hall for 5:30 is still available, and then 7 o'clock has chapel and Elliott Hall. So check the Eventbrite page. You can find all that on our website. Now, next Sunday, where will you not be? Here. You will not be here. Because it's Christmas, so you should be home drinking hot cocoa and mimosas and living your very best life opening presents, not here, because you came to Christmas Eve. So we will be back on the 1st with one service at 11 a.m. Woo! Those are services. Also, I want to give a big thank you to everybody who contributed to our Son Esteban giving collection. That check is going out this week. That congregation truly appreciates our support each year. So thank you all who donated. As well as our ongoing collection for the Crossroads Urban Center. Now I have a scary proposition that you all need to know. There are 2 bins located, but you have to walk through Elliott Hall to the RE building where there might be children. I know, but that's where the bins for the Crossroads Urban Center are. We're collecting blankets, diapers, and other goods. Check those bins outside of Little Chapel. That is it for announcements. So let's take a deep breath and light our chalice. So we're going to say the words that we say in Little Chapel each week. Usually in Little Chapel, we fill this in Mad Lib style with our intentions and actions, but this week I took the initiative and filled it in. We light this chalice for hope in the spirit of community. We gather together in community, and kids, do it with me, to learn, to grow, and to serve. So we're lighting our chalice, and then I'm going to go light the Advent calendar. Well, friends, you are in for a treat today with our annual pageant. For those of you who are unfamiliar with our pageant, let me explain a few things. Several years ago, we threw out our highly scripted pageant right out the window. It was so long ago, those windows could open, and began a new pageant tradition. Instead of people signing up in advance, learning lines, and spending hours in rehearsal, we have narrators, simple masks, and a fun bag of trinkets filled with props to help us tell the story, Rocky Horror pageant style. But don't throw the coins. This year, in addition to our masks, we are so excited to bring back our beloved tradition of our Christmas pageant, Little Bit of Chaos. Just kidding, but only a little bit. You'll notice that our costumes are back. Our goal is to create a tableau all around the chancel towards the end. For that, we'll need shepherds, we'll need animals, we'll need angels in their wings, and we'll need a couple stars. So search your heart, be thinking about which costume you or your smaller human would want to be, and then listen closely as we tell this story. When it's your turn to get dressed, jump up, I'll tell you which table to go to, either the table in the front or the table in the back, and then come up here. As for the other things in your bag, listen carefully, and we will tell you to pull out different items. We are all part of this Christmas story this morning.
Why do we celebrate Christmas? As Unitarian Universalists of faith, most of us believe that Jesus was a human being, that he was an inspired spiritual teacher and compelling social revolutionary. If Jesus was the child of God, many of us believe he was only so in the way that each human being is a child of the holy. There are so many ways to experience this sacred holiday. For some of us, we celebrate the story of the only Son of God, come to save the world. And that belief is welcome here. But for others of us, the culture in which we live tells this story over and over, and we gather to experience it once again. But it is not the only Christian religion that needs to tell this story over and over. We, as Unitarian Universalist peoples of faith, we too need to tell this story over and over. Why? Because like all great religious myths that have been told through the ages, this day and this story hold essential spiritual truth. As Ernest H. Sommerfeld once wrote, "We believe that some stories deserve to live forever because of what they tell us of ourselves and the world. The angels singing an anthem of peace and goodwill deserve to be heard forever because they are angels in human hearts. The humble shepherds who had ears and hearts to receive a message of joy deserve to live to the end of time. They remind us of our responsibility to make this world a better place. Three wise persons, so faithfully seeking the way of the star, deserve to go in search again each year as long as years shall be. For they are the story of our quest, what is best in ourselves and in each other, and in our broken, beautiful world. This is the story we're going to tell you once more."
As we enter this story together, please stand and we will sing O Come, Emmanuel. You will find copies for all of the music today in your pageant bags. are going to tell a story that we may have heard before. It's the story about a baby being born a long time ago, but it could be the story about a baby being born this very moment. A long, long time ago in a city far, far away, there lived an emperor named Caesar. He ruled over almost the entire world. One day, the emperor called together his advisors and said,
I need money! More money for my armies and for my new church website. No matter where the people are, send my soldiers out and tell them that they must return to the place of their birth and sign a book and pay me a tax. Oh, what a good child.
Well, since Caesar Augustus is interrupting everyone's lives, this seems like a perfect opportunity to interrupt our story and take this morning's offering. In your pageant bag, you'll find a gold coin to pay Caesar's tax. Also, please put your real coins and bills in our offering plate, as well as using the QR code located in the pews. Be sure to let a small friend near you participate in the offering by dropping that coin into the plate. Sorry, kids. Nobody is tax exempt. Please enjoy our junior singers while the offering is gratefully received.
Give me my money.
Holly jolly Christmas is the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the streets, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, it's a bunch for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and it makes you didn't hear. Oh my golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Oh, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, it's a bunch for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, in case you didn't hear. Oh my God, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
So, following Caesar's decree, all of the people in the Roman Empire were required to go to the town where their ancestors had been born to register. Among those people were two teenagers from Galilee. Mary and Joseph, can you come up here, please? They were young, they loved each other, and Mary was about to have a baby. Mary and Joseph had to travel a long, long time and for many, many days, and they were so very tired. They wanted to rest and sleep. When they got to Bethlehem, they tried to find a room for rent for the night, but every place had a sign out front that said, "No vacancy." There was no room for them anywhere. Everyone turned them away, and they said, "You're not welcome here." Joseph was scared that they'd have no place to sleep. Finally, one innkeeper said,
I will let you stay in my stable. It's kind of old and it's kind of smelly because there's animals in there. But they're nice animals and they won't hurt you. So you can stay in my stable tonight.
In our story, no one had room. Their hearts were closed. But then one person, the innkeeper, decided to help. He found a way to make some room. The children's words for our second principle are "be kind in all you do," and is often symbolized by an orange heart, since that is the second color of the rainbow. The adult wording speaks of justice, equity, and compassion. Reverend Emily Gage said, "Justice, equity, and compassion in human relations points us towards something beyond the inherent worth and dignity of our first principle. It points us to the larger community and gets a collective responsibility. It reminds us that treating people as human beings is not simply something we do one-on-one, but something that has systemic implications and can inform our entire cultural way of being."
This story is about opening our hearts and making room for anyone who needs to be cared for. Please take out your bag and find your heart. Hold it in front of your heart and repeat these words after me. May this heart help me remember that I am like the innkeeper. May this heart help me remember that I can open my heart to others. And now, give your heart to someone on your left and right, and they'll give you theirs to put on your face or clothing, but not the pews or the walls.
And so it was that while they were in the stable, Mary gave birth to her baby. She wrapped them in a clean cloth and laid them in the manger. Let's all welcome baby Jesus into the world by hearing our junior choir sing Away in the Manger.
Now in this same story, in the same country, there were shepherds living out in the fields, keeping watch over their flock by night. Shepherds and animals, this is you. I need anyone who's ever wanted to be a shepherd, our symbol of kindness, to go to the table in the back. We have shepherd costumes for young and old alike. So if you want to go be a shepherd, go back there. Now, if you want to be a sheep, a cow, a dog, several cats, come up front. Shepherds, when you're ready, come find your animals and care for them in the middle of the pews. We're gonna be in the middle. We'll be like right there in the middle. Okay, shepherds, meet your unruly animals in the middle. So we're on the floor in the middle. Shepherds and animals are sitting on the floor in the middle. This flock made of sheep and goats, some camels, and a horse. I see several cats. It was a diverse crowd. The shepherd took care of them all. They kept them together so that they didn't get lost. If one did wander away, the shepherds would always go and find them. It was very dark and very cold in the fields, and sometimes it was dangerous.
Shepherds are people who take care of other living things. In our story, the shepherds and their dogs took care of the animals in the fields. But each one of us is like a shepherd. We take great care of each other and make sure that the smallest of us are watched over. We help each other and make sure everyone is taken care of and part of a loving community. We make sure no one is ignored, and especially that no one is treated unfairly. We help keep each other and every one of us safe and cared for. Now find the hay in your pageant bag and pass it towards the person closest to the middle aisle. And then when you collected all of your aisle's hay, put it in our manger.
Walk it up.
Oh yeah. Also the First Nowell.
After you've collected your hay, let's stand and sing the First Nowell. Shepherds and sheep will need you again, so go back to the aisles.
The hay we collected will help us feed and care for our animals. It will even help keep our new baby warm, because after all, kings and cows should be treated with the same kindness.
Now in this story, in the same country, there were shepherds living in the fields. Behold, an angel stood before them, and the glory of Spirit shone all around. The angel said to them, "Hark! Hark!"
I can't. I said, hark!
Hark!
I said, behold!
Behold!
Yeah! Listen up, y'all. Shepherds. Where's the shepherds? Shepherds! I got some tidings and good news of great joy for y'all straight from the Lord herself. Are you ready to hear it? Woo! All right, here it comes. A child is born in the city of Bethlehem. Well, now, how are you going to know which child it is? I'm going to tell you. Here's the sign. You will find an ordinary child sleeping in a manger. I know. This child is poor and sleeping with the animals. But there is great love inside this baby. just as there is great love inside each one of you. And someday, this child is going to be somebody. I just know it. I have it on good authority. This baby is going to teach us all how to save the world.
Hearing this news, the shepherds and their animals wanted to see the extraordinary baby. So they traveled to Bethlehem. Shepherds, animals, come sit up here. Travel, friends. Travel forth, shepherds and animals. I've got an upside-down donkey in the front row, though. And suddenly, the sky was filled with other angels singing beautiful songs and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and peace, goodwill on earth amongst all people." We need angels. Everybody that wants to be an angel, come up front. We even have wings, friends.
Now, let us all become part of the sky filled with angels. Everyone willing and able, take the tinsel halo from your bag. With our hearts full and our hearts open, we place our halos on our heads and repeat these words. May this halo help me remember
May this halo help me remember
that I am surrounded by love.
that I am surrounded by love.
And may this halo help me remember
And may this halo help me remember
that I am love.
that I am love. Let us be part of the angels' song. We're going to hear the junior choir sing Angels We Have Heard on High.
Where's my junior choir?
Stand up, friends.
All right. They're going to sing the
Just stand where you
for
are.
you. And then I want you to pull out your
Just
pencil
stand.
and sing hymn number 231. I want you to sing verse 2 and verse 3 with them.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing all the plains, and the mountains in reply
On this night, a star shone brighter in the sky than on any other night. I'm gonna need a star. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem, wise people from the east came to Jerusalem asking, "Where are they who have been born? For we have seen the star in the east and come to pay homage." So we need wise people. I need 3. So even if you're an adult who's just sat there, if you don't see a kid jump up, I need 2. Never mind. Voice in the back telling me 2. I need 2 wise people to the back. Go. The wise people came from a faraway land, a land that was probably Iraq or Iran.
Oh, yeah. They had seen a bright star in the sky and had followed it to the stable. "We followed the star," they said, "because we knew it would lead to a place where all people would be treated kindly. No matter what land they come from, no matter what they believe, no matter what color their skin may be, and no matter what religion they practice, no matter who they love, and no matter how they create a family. That kind of place, those kind of people are what we have come to find."
Now find your star and hold it in front of your heart. With the star where thoughts and feelings meet, we repeat these words. May this star remind me, of the brightness and wisdom, that is with me wherever I may go. Now hold this star high in the sky as we stand and sing, "O Little Town of Bethlehem." Gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. But today we brought things that are more practical, like diapers and a casserole and gift cards. So do we want to bring those up? This is what new parents need, friends.
All creatures, great and small, drawn by the bright star and the visitors who were coming, wanted to see the little baby sleeping in the manger. All living creatures share our earth home with us and are part of our earth family.
And that is how it happened on this first Christmas. Jesus was born into the world. A loving family surrounded them. Friends and others gathered to celebrate them as well because they believed that there was so much goodness inside all people.
So it is in our world today, a world that sometimes seems hopeless. We still look with hope to the future. Every time a baby is born, we hope that this child will be one of the ones who lead us towards the world of righteousness. And every time we tell this Christmas story, it reminds us that we must go out into the world and work for hope and peace and love in this world. Our interconnected web of life ensures that we, you and I, are the ones who are responsible for making sure this world is a better place for all the babies who are born in it. It is that work the work of peace and justice throughout our world that leads us each week through the doors of our sanctuary. We invite you to take the final item out of your bag, your candle, as we look around the sanctuary at our cast of characters. Let us shine our light unto the world and stand and sing joy to the world.
Thank you all for joining us in this pageant. This is the perfect moment. This is it, to take one last picture of who is left up here while we conclude with one final song from Alvin and Nick. Now, after the song, do Amanda a solid and leave everything in the pew. Don't wander. Okay.